What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here on this Saturday afternoon as we are 27 hours away. Yeah, 27 hours away exactly to AEW Revolution. And it is our guy Stinger's last hurrah, his last match in the ring as him and Darby Allin put the AEW tag team titles on the line against the EVPs of AEW, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. But that's not the only match. You guys know how AEW does it. They have a lot of matches. They got 10 to be exact. As of this moment, you guys know that we still got Collision tonight, so there could be a few more added. And if they are, I'll preview them in a short tomorrow before the show starts. So we're going to go over all 10 matches that we know of now. If anybody else sees any matches announced while the show's going on, let me know, and we'll preview it. But let's not waste any more time because there's a lot of things to get to. But we're not doing this one alone because our guy, our man, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Last second guest here on the channel, guys. Coming and talking AEW Revolution. We were just saying we haven't done a wrestling one together. He's been on a few football shows, and you guys all remember that AFC Championship rant. It was a good one. So let's welcome back Buzzing with Marlowe. It's our guy Warren coming and hanging out.
Yeah, I can't talk on this no more. Yeah, I'm hosting on the show. All right. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, who you on the phone with?
Oh man,
you got
rings.
busy
goes, bro.
Busy guy. So Warren, thank you for coming and hanging out last second.
I need to change the lighting because my hair looks a little.
He said he's worrying about his hair. I mean, listen.
That's why I should have wore a hat. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's why I wear.
Don't worry, guys. It's really brown. I don't know.
Is it gray? It looks a little gray. I think you're getting gray, Warren.
Watch your mouth over there, okay? We ain't there yet.
Not there yet.
Hey, man.
Warren, how you been? What's going on?
You know, I know we've been on football rants for a longest time. Obviously, you know, it is what it is.
It is. It's summertime now, baby. Do you watch baseball a lot?
I follow baseball a little bit more than I used to.
Okay. Well, that works.
I've been watching more of the Mets right now because I got a friend that actually plays for the Mets. So I kind of watch them. Demetrius Stewart. I went to school with him.
True. That's so cool, bro. That's so cool when you see people like that go to your high school that make it to the league. He
was more of a football player for the longest time, but his dad played pro baseball when he was in his young days, whatever. So it's kind of not a real big shock that he was going to make it to the pros as well. But funny thing is, he was right out of high school. He was drafted to the Yankees for $3 million, and got drafted in the first round. Might add, he denied it. Went back to school at Florida State University, dominated those 4 years there, then got signed back on into the MLB and got signed by the Orioles, where he did minor leagues and stuff like that. So this is like his third actual season on the actual pro level, not the minor league. So I've been keeping up with it a little bit, trying to be a nice friend.
Hey, that works, man. Well, we'll have to get you on the south side.
It's a lot different, man.
We'll get you on the south side, boys. We could definitely talk more about baseball. But we got 10 matches to preview here today. So let's not waste any more time, Warren, and let's go over those 10 matches that will be going down tomorrow night at AEW Revolution. On the 0 hour, guys, we'll be seeing Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale take on Julia Hart and Miss Sky Blue. We got a tag team match of FTR, Jon Moxley, and Claudio taking each other on. We got Orange Cassidy putting that international championship match on the line against Roddy Strong. We got Will Ospreay taking on Konosuke. I can't say his name. Warren
Konosuke.
Okay, there we go. Warren, some names I can't say. But we got Christian Cage taking on Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. We have the Revolution All-Star 8-man scramble match. I think we find the final 2 competitors out tonight on Collision. So obviously, we'll have to preview with who is left right now. But this was supposed to be the big, meaty Men Madness match. But obviously, there were some superstars that were not able to be there. We have the triple threat for the world title. It's Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, the AEW World Champion, and Hangman Adam Page. We have that one. I just said it. We got Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson for the Continental Crown Championship. We have Miss Toni Storm taking on Deonna Purrazzo for the AEW Women's World Championship. And then one last time, guys. He's going to fly from the sky. It's Sting and Darby Allin taking on Matt and Nick Jackson, the EVPs of AEW, as it's Sting's last match in a Tornado Tag Team AEW World Tag Team Championship match. So those are all the matches we'll preview here today. There's a lot.
Only one night.
Bro, they should just start doing 2 nights. Have 5 matches a night, and I'm totally down for it because we're going to be for like a minute previewing this. So before we get into the first match that I want to preview here, because I want to go through these and go through the chat and everything, what are your excitement level? How are you feeling about AEW? You were saying that you're not a hater anymore, bro. You say you've been watching it lately all the time now.
I've been watching the product the whole time. I mean,
you're an AEW stand now, bro. You Darby Allin for life. WWE now.
Watch him mouth. I've been in the ring with Darby, and I still say it to this day. I don't know how the hell he is still wrestling. I remember when I met him in the locker room in Ludwood, Georgia. It was in a castle.
He said,
we literally said,
"Castle,
you need to change your moveset or you're not going to make it long." And a lot of people said it. I've seen countless veterans tell him this. So it's really cool to see this kid still doing everything that he's been doing from day one.
It's crazy.
The one thing I'll say about AEW, excitement-wise, I think we talked about it behind the camera pretty well. Obviously, the big anticipation is Sting. I think that's going to be the whole focal point of the show. If it was my opinion, even though it sounds bad, I'd make that the main event.
I think it's going to be.
Just because it is the sealant, and he has literally been the glue of AEW since he has been there.
Big facts.
But, I mean, it's another brand. It's wrestling. 10 matches on the card, I think, is outrageous. But, hey.
I hope that's it. We still got Collision tonight, so they could add more matches. So who knows?
Oh, dear gosh.
So before we
Is there
get
any Ring of Honor matches, or is that all just...
Those are all the matches that they have as of right now. Like I said, I'm sure they could add 1 or 2. I'm sure by tomorrow there'll be 14 or 15 matches because they'll have like 4 pre-show matches. But let's go to the chat, and then let's preview that first match. We got Hassan in the house. We got Miss April in the house. What's up, April? We got Eric. What's up, Eric? I guess I'm his dog. What's up? What's up, dog? D-O-double-G. What's up, Joe? Are you doing a watch along? Yes, we will be here live tomorrow night at like 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for the pre-show to watch and then get ready for Revolution. What's up, Daniel? Daniel's a member. Everybody be like Daniel. Go become a member of Tino's Time. We appreciate Daniel. Tino, that's another fine. Their names are Matthew and Nick Jackson. Matthew and Nicholas, I have to say now. I'm sorry. My bad.
Botch and botch, no work in a ruse.
I don't know. Hassan says hi. We got Chris. Chris, what do you think about Dakota Kai turning on Bayley? I'll ask you this. What do you think about Dakota? I knew it was going to happen. You can't trust Dakota Kai, bro.
Damage control, bro. You had to have Bayley feel like she had an ally, and I feel like somebody's coming back and is going to be there for Bayley.
Is it going to be boss time, or is big business boss time?
I don't know, but it seems like they're putting all their chips into this show. Even if Mercedes Moné goes to AEW, I don't think she moves the needle as much as Sasha Banks would in WWE. But it's a cool addition. Who knows? But if she does not show up on this Boston show, ladies and gentlemen, that means she ain't there.
Yeah. No, I was thinking.
That means at Mania, you're going to see it's boss time for Bayley.
I mean, well, that's very true. Like, if she does not show up at Revolution, 99% she's coming. Yeah, big facts. So, we got Chris. Chris said 9. Well, there's 10 matches, Chris. We got 10 matches. They added a pre-match. Oh, now there's 11. Great. So they added another pre-show match.
In a blindfold match.
So we also, guys, and I don't have the picture because it obviously was just announced. We have a 12-man tag taking on the Bang Bang Scissor Gang and the Private Party. It's the Bang Bang Scissor Gang taking on Jeff Jarrett, Situm Sung, that dude, Jay Lethal, Willie Mack, and Private Party. So, real quick,
The man said that dude.
that dude. I can't, listen, there's some names I just can't say. You guys know who I'm talking
It's
about.
some tongue twisted names, man. AEW, get some real names, dadgummit.
Satin Singh. I don't know. So, let's do those pre-show matches real quick because I feel like they're not going to be very long. So, who are you going to take in that 12-man tag team match? What we got?
So we got Caster, Bowen, and Billy Gunn, right?
Yeah, and then Anthony, and then Colton and Austin Gunn, and then Jay White.
Oh yeah, the Gunn Club. Okay, I'm gonna go with them just because I know those two. So the other ones, yeah.
I agree.
Jay Lethal, I really wish he probably got into a younger years into the Wrestling Federation because obviously I think he's just there just to be on TV. But I think the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I cannot.
You gotta say it right, bro. That's what I'm saying. You gotta say it's the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
All right. Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
Bang.
We'll go with that.
So.
What's that?
Cody.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang. That's what he said.
Okay.
That's right.
We got a cameo by Cody Rhodes, guys. You'll love to see it. So let's preview this other match, and the other pre-show match is Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale taking on the TBS champion Julia Hart and her sidekick Miss Sky Blue. So who you got in this match? What do you?
It's a tag match.
Yeah. Do you feel that Julia Hart should have put the title on the line, the TBS title on the line?
She put the title on one?
No, I'm asking you. Do you think she should have instead of being in this tag team match?
All right, so my personal opinion on that, it would be something different. I thought that was something that we done on the Indies when I had my championship. It was a tag team title match. Basically, everyone was in a tag team. The final tag team that wins that match did a one-on-one match for the title. If they did something like that, be kind of cool nostalgia. But Julia Hart's been doing her thing. Sky Blue, I think she's more just talked about just based off her looks.
She's talented.
Skills.
She's
very talented.
That's just
part is
the internet.
It's just the fact that she catches people's eyes. It's not based off of the moveset. Willow Nightingale, she has really came a long way out of the former independents to come to the main stage. Chris Statlander, I think she's been really stale since she beat Jade. I said what I said.
You're not wrong there. She had that moment when she won, and then it was like it just didn't go anywhere.
I felt like it was rushed to begin with. I felt like it was just they did not know what they were going to do with it because obviously Jade already knew where she was going. And I think that was the biggest thing. Everybody already knew where Jade was going. It was just the fact that they couldn't say it on their TV because TK's got a hard on to be on Twitter every 20 seconds. But this match,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
You got to build somebody to feud for the championship. If that's the case, I could probably see Statlander and them winning, or it could make a run for Sky Blue and Julia Hart, but I don't know how early on their tag team has been. So even though I see a championship on one side, and it's pretty much a no boundary type of match, maybe Chris Statlander and them win this one.
Okay, do you think I feel like if they do win, I feel like Stokely has something to do with it, where he trips or something like that. So I'm going to go the other way, and I think Julia and Sky Blue win just because, as you said, just Julia is the champion. Sky Blue keeps breaking the internet because of her body and everything else. But like we both said, she's talented, and I think that's something people need to look at too. Yeah, she got great. God did great with Sky Blue. God is great, but you always got to look at the in-ring. But I think what's going to happen eventually, I think we're going to see somewhere, some way, I don't know which way, but I think maybe Julia Hart somehow turns face and maybe we see Julia and Sky Blue go at each other for the TV.
The dark gimmick, even with the what are they called? The House of Black.
Well, that's the thing is I wouldn't say. I'm just saying maybe down the road or something like that because I feel like if you give Sky Blue the championship, the TBS championship, I think she could do great things with that, especially because she is so involved with social media. She does this and that, whatever. So, but like I said, there's a good case for Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale to win, but
I think they need it more than Julia and Sky, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
this doesn't hurt either or on that side, just because one, Julia's the champion, so you could have Sky Blue take the pin. And the biggest thing is this doesn't hurt Sky Blue in any possible way because nobody's sitting there watching her for her in-ring ability. They're watching her for, like you said, the looks. Willow, they are known to be powerhouse women. And no offense, this might hurt people's feelings, but I'm just speaking on a very logical fact. If two powerhouse women are going against two small women, it kind of looks bad for them to lose to the small women. So, yeah. So that's why I'm going to go with Statlander and Willow because it does kind of affect them, hurts them more than what it would do with Julia and Sky.
Big facts. So, that is the pre-show match. I don't know how long that will go. Probably less than 10 minutes, but should be a good tag team match. So now let's go to the main card and let's preview these 9 matches that are going to go down on the main card at Revolution. Like I said, there could be more matches added to the pre-show, and as they go, we will preview them if they add any more as the show goes on. But the first match we're going to do is a championship match, and it is for the AEW International Championship. It's Orange Cassidy. I feel like he's had that championship for 10 years as he takes on one half. I think they are calling themselves the United Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. It's Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy, AEW International Championship. So, Warren, how do you feel about this match, and who do you got?
Is there a faction for the Stash Boys? Like, what is going on with this one mustache thing? Look. Like 4 of them have right now.
I think they're all trying to get their inner mustache Cody going.
Mustache Cody.
Like they're all trying to pull off the mustache Cody.
This is part of the movement. We want Cody.
We want Cody. We want mustache.
The stash members.
We want mustache.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Orange Cassidy. I do respect his in-ring ability. I start understanding things about Orange Cassidy. Roddy Strong, he needs something big. Knowing he's been coming back, doing his little storylines. I'm going with Strong in this. Even though Orange Cassidy has won that title like a million years now. Stop. Well, stop roughhousing the dog. My bad. Go.
He's like, stop roughhousing the dog. Well, we're going to disagree again. Orange Cassidy's at the championship forever. I think he's going to keep it. So I would not be surprised, though, if Roderick Strong wins, just to have the United Kingdom maybe feel a little better, because I feel like the United Kingdom didn't really go exactly how they all wanted it to go, and it's kind of not been what they all wanted it to be, so maybe they give him the title. And I honestly would not be shocked, because they have made that title the hot potato title, where one has it, the next has it, the next has it. But Orange Cassidy always seems a way to find a way to win, so I'm going to stay freshly squeezed with Orange Cassidy, and I bet you any amount of money, I want to say it right now, this match will start off the pay-per-view. So I'm not saying every match that I have the way I have them set is going to be the way the match card's going to go, but Orange Cassidy seems to start off the show a lot.
Yeah.
So, Orange Cassidy, see what happens.
It's either a hot potato title or it just gets put back on him. So, who knows?
Thanks. So now it's time for a little Don Callis family interaction, as we saw the newly acquired Will Ospreay make his AEW debut. I guess officially, the first time as officially a part of the main roster of AEW. Will Ospreay is taking on, Warren, can you please say this guy's name? Because all I know how to call him is Kono.
Konosuke.
There you go. That's what it's.
Believe it or not, it's actually another name for
take a shitty.
Japan,
take a shitta. That's what I call him. Take a shitta. Take a shitta. That's all I know how to call him. So. Yeah, that's what I got. But I feel like we'll see Don Callis probably get involved. we'll probably see Don Callis get involved a little bit. All of the people getting involved a part of the Don Callis family. But Will Ospreay just came up and is now on the main roster, so I don't think he loses his first match on a pay-per-view as a part of the main roster. So I'm going to take Will Ospreay to win this match. So, Warren, who you got?
Knowing that he just signed, and that is basically TK's new Stone Cold.
Is that what we're feeling?
I think TK is going to put every ounce. I'm telling you right now, Will Ospreay wouldn't have signed with AEW if they weren't going to make him the number one draw. Period. That's one reason why Will didn't go to WWE, because he sees what they do with Ricochet, even though it's just the fact, it's believability, and I don't see Will Ospreay moving the needle in the WWE than what he can do with AEW right now. So obviously Will Ospreay, they're going to have a great showing, good power, whatever. I mean, as good as Will Ospreay is, I still don't think he has a character, but that's just me. But yeah, I think Will Ospreay's got it.
I agree with you. We agree. We finally agree on one. Will Ospreay taking home the dub. Take a shitter. We'll take a shit on Revolution. But but the next match we got is a tag team match. It's the BCC. Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Dean Ambrose and Antonio Cesaro as they take on FTR, Dax Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler. Scott Dawson, and I forgot what his name was in WWE. Dash Wilder. No, I'm just kidding. FTR, Jon Moxley, and Claudio, tag team match at Revolution. Warren, how you feeling about this match? Are you excited to watch this? I feel like this is like a big time match to AEW.
I'm not a Dean Ambrose fan. I'm not a Jon Moxley fan. So I like Claudio, but I don't like what they've been doing with him there. I was a big fan of the Revival on NXT and following these guys for FTR. Big fan of them, so I'm picking FTR.
FTR. See, I agree with you. I'm not
a Moxley fan at all.
See, I like Moxley just because I think this is what he wanted to be in WWE, but Vince wouldn't allow him to be. And especially now we watching all the WrestleManias, like I've said I've been doing, I've realized that it's like you see parts of Jon Moxley in Ambrose that come out sometimes, and it's like he was just never able to get to that. And then especially when he turned into having this look, and then they made him try to be. It was just So I like Moxley, but I get what you're saying, and I can see where you don't like him. Were you a Cesaro fan? Did you like Cesaro when he was in WWE?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody would say it to this day. He is one of the most underrated persons on the freaking on any roster. Cesaro should have been the main guy. I honestly believe when he signed with AEW, he should have been the main guy, just to prove, hey, I could carry the needle, I could carry a brand. So sad to say.
I feel you on that. So yeah, FTR BCC, it will be a good match. We'll probably see some shenanigans like we always do, but I think we're going to see Dax Hardwood and we're going to see FTR walk out with the dub. And I said Evolution. Revolution, we'll see how that goes. But the next match we're going to talk about is a match that isn't fully booked yet because we still have people to find out who is going to be in the match. This was supposed to be the big meaty men madness match with all of the guys, but I guess Miro got hurt, Keith Lee's not available, things like that happened. So they did not do the match. But we have an all-star 8-man scramble. I don't know exactly how this match is going to go, and I'm not very sure. But what I will say, I guess as of now, and that's right, I forgot Rampage was last night. It looks like Dante Martin and Magnus are going to be the other two guys in this match. So Magnus and Dante Martin. So we got those two. We got Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Hobbs.
If that's the case, man, I don't even care about the special guys. Dante Martin, I'm not a fan of him.
And Brian Cage. So I know you said you don't care, but you still got to pick a winner of the match. So who do you got winning this match, Mr. Warren?
So is it for a title? Is it for a title opportunity? What's the?
I think it's just an all-star scramble match. It does not say. Oh, I'm sorry. The winner receive. You're right. Yes, there is a prize. The winner gets a AEW World Championship match. So
Okay.
okay, so yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, so the winner gets a. I don't know why it wouldn't say it on there, but yeah. So the winner gets a AEW World Title match.
Okay. I got you now. The ones that need it obviously is Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, or Brian Cage. Brian Cage has been so damn stale for the longest time. I don't see them revamping him. That's a really bad picture of Wardlow right there. I'm going with Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs has been on a run that really I think it's about time for his year to start up. Obviously, Wardlow being a part of the what do they call it? The Undisputed Kingdom?
Yeah.
Undisputed Kingdom. I don't know. Actually, no, because the storyline, Adam Cole did say when Wardlow wins, he's giving him the title.
I mean, like. So, I don't know why.
I'm going to go with Powerhouse Hobbs, just on a personal opinion.
See, I agree with you, and I think Powerhouse Hobbs deserve. I feel like Powerhouse Hobbs. You see like in the photo how he's kind of behind Jericho a little, and Lance Archer is kind of like I don't know. Like I feel like Powerhouse Hobbs is always the one that is always in like the back burner. So I agree with you with Powerhouse Hobbs, but I'm gonna say on the other hand, what they might do is they might have Wardlow win, or even I don't know why, but I don't know why they would have Jericho win, but. For some reason, I feel like that
Jericho wins, he booked it.
Well, obviously. So, past them. But I'm going to agree with you because out of everybody else, I just don't see them winning. I don't see Hook. I don't see Dante. I don't see Magnus. Brian Cage, Lance Archer, So, process of elimination, I'm going to say Powerhouse Hobbs. And I agree with you on that. So, we finally agree on a few. So now we're going to take a second. We're going to take a break from the matches because we got like 5 more matches to get through. We can do these quickly, bro. I ain't taking no breaks. So we're going to get to
scissors for the winner.
Yes. We'll get back to the chat and then we'll finish off the matches and then we'll get back to the chat and then we'll say goodbye for the day. But we got a $4.99 super chat from Ms. April. So thank you, April, for the $4.99 super chat. We appreciate you. What's up, Hassan?
What's up?
Oh, I think I already read that one. That's right. But April, appreciate you. Chris says, I just want to say it again. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I don't know. I just like to say that. Sky Blue and Julia Hart's Chris is taken. Chris, I figured you would. He says, Chris Statlander turns on Willow and helps Julia and Sky Blue. What do you think about that?
How long has this tag team been together?
Which one?
Chris and Willow.
I feel like they've been together for like a little bit of time, but like not too much time.
You agree, Tracy? The dog agrees. So, I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but Chris Statlander needs to kind of be on her own if that's the case.
Yeah.
And I think she's kind of lost a little bit of her credibility in the character standpoint of being a babyface or that heel nostalgia. Like, she's like there. She's not that Impact character right now. So it could work.
I mean, we'll have to see. So,
best thing about wrestling, you can have an opinion.
That's it. It's all about everybody.
Oh, wow. Did I hurt somebody's feelings on the IWC?
Please don't hurt nobody's feelings. Roderick Strong wins. Chris agrees with you. Will Ospreay wins. Chris agrees with us. Chris says FTR wins. Chris, I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Chris. And Chris agrees that Wardlow has a possibility of winning. So, Chris, thank you for being the one in the comment. Well, I appreciate you. Fox is cute. That's not what Fox. Are you calling April a fox?
This Fox is cute, April.
What fox? You got a fox? Like a pet?
Oh,
I want to know. Kind of interesting. Now you got a fox. Are you saying she's foxy?
Calling somebody a fox? Like,
I don't know. Hassan, don't be flirting with April, bro. Brian gonna come after you, bro. We don't need the Kerbers
Pulling
fight.
under the curtain already. All right.
I mean Hassan over here. So those are all the comments, everybody. If you are in the comment section, come and hang out. This will be the only time we're live today, so if you want to ask any questions about anything, go ahead and do that right now. We'll answer anything, AEW, WWE, MLB, football, all that shenanigans. We got the Combine, WrestleMania, baseball season, spring training. There's a lot going down. WWE 2K comes out in 3 days. Warren, did you pre-order 2K? Ready to get that butt whooped in some
Bro, we
2K?
gotta finish the story, bro.
I'm gonna
We gotta finish the damn story.
put you in a casket. I'm gonna put Warren. I'm gonna end it. We're gonna have a better stream than we had last year because that was a bad day. So, but
Was it us? That's the question. Was it us?
yeah, no, it was them. So let's get back to the matches, and then we'll get back to the chat in a little bit. But it's for a title this time, and it's our guy dancing Daniel Garcia. You guys, can you do the dance Daniel Garcia move? Because I can't do it. But he's taking on the TNT champion. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? It's Mr. Stepdaddy himself. He wants to be everybody's daddy, and he's banging Nick Wayne's mom right now. It's Christian. It's the stepdad of stepdads. It's Christian Cage. It's Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. So, Warren, how you feeling about the stepdaddy of the year, Christian Cage and Daniel Garcia?
Well, it is tax season, so it's time to claim some kids. So,
I got kids.
Christian's been killing it, bro. Like I've been saying it consistently. Christian's been one of the biggest heels in pro wrestling right now. Daniel Garcia. It's a good thing this boy proved that he could dance because literally that's all I could see him for in this camera. It's for the title.
Yes.
The question is, there you go. If Adam gets involved, I would say Daniel Garcia. But if it's just a one-on-one, which obviously Christian has not wrestled a one-on-one since he became apparently a stepdaddy and banging Nick Wayne's mom. I guess that's gonna be a T-shirt soon. I'm gonna go with Christian Cage.
Sure. I agree with you on that. I don't think there's no way Christian Cage loses the title. And I think if there's only one person that's going to take it off him, it's going to be that rated R superstar, Mr. Edge, Adam Copeland. I think he's going to be the one to take it off of him. But the fact that Edge is now fighting for the TNT title with Christian Cage, I get it. But, like, the man went from main events in WrestleManias to having world titles to now facing for, like, the TV title. So, just throwing that out. So. Anyway, guys, Christian.
You gotta go down the milestones, bro. You gotta go to the milestones.
I know, big facts. I'm just happy we still see Adam Copeland and Edge on TV right now. So, Christian Cage, he's gonna have a good night. He's gonna win back the TNT title. He's gonna bring home Nick Wayne's mom, and he's gonna show her the time of her life. So, Daniel Garcia,
that match will be sponsored by Blue Chew,
because that's what you got. Yes, it is. Yes, it is presented by Blue Chew. But the next match we got is for another championship. It is for this time the Continental Crown Championship. It is the champion himself, Mr. Eddie Kingston, as he takes on the Yes Movement, Mr. Brian Danielson. He lost his eye patch. He's ready to fight, and he's ready to take the Continental Championship, Crown Championship from Eddie Kingston. So, what do you think about this match? Are you excited for this one, or are you just like, I want this one to be over?
I'm going for Brian. I hate Eddie Kingston. I don't think he's a wrestler. The gimmick sucks. He sucks. Enough said.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian needs it. Brian has lost too many damn matches, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's his last run. He needs one. So, who knows?
That's big facts. I think Eddie's gonna win. I just don't know if they'll let Brian win.
Probably.
But I cannot.
I will never pick Eddie to win anything. Maybe an eating contest, but that's it.
What he said, an eating contest. I'm dead. Man, I don't know. We're gonna have to see, but I'm gonna take Eddie Kingston to pick up the dub. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But another championship match, and next match we're gonna talk about the rest are actually championship matches. So now this championship match, it's for the women's world title. It's Miss Diana Penazzo taking on the AEW Women's World Champion with Maria May by her side. I don't take Maria May home with me. It's the TBS, or not the TBS, the AEW Women's World Champion. Timeless, not TBS, timeless Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. So, Warren, who do you got winning? How do you feel about this match?
Oh, dang. I like what they're doing, Timeless Tony Storm. She has been bringing eyes to AEW. The funny thing is, the whole thing is, and I've said it consistently, Tony Storm hated the fact that WWE looked at women for the appearance, and obviously Tony has embraced it and became a character for it for Timeless. But Deonna Purrazzo has been one of their big signings for the women right now. Yeah, they got to get some title changes, even though we got like 57 title matches. I'm going with Deonna. Deonna definitely needs to win this one because she's come hot off of Impact, number one woman in Impact for the longest time. I think it destroys her credibility if she keeps losing these big time matches on AEW.
Well, yeah, and that's the big thing. Just like I always say with NXT, man, it's like people don't watch the other things sometimes, so it's like they don't know where she's from, and they're like, oh, well, she's only been here for like this and that, but it's like you don't know what she did in NXT. Just like Tiffany Stratton. The Tiffy time, everybody all of a sudden started catching up like 2 weeks ago. It's like Tiffany's been at NXT. She's been an NXT champion. She lost the championship to Becky Lynch, so that's a rivalry they'll eventually go back to. Like, there's so many things that it just, like, they don't understand. And that's the same thing with Deonna. They don't know what she did in the other companies that it just, like, if you did, you would know that this is a big-time match. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for Deonna to win. And honestly, I would not mind to see it at all. I really enjoy Tony Storm's character. And as we talked about before, there's not too much character building in AEW, and there's not that many great stories sometimes. But the character that Tony Storm has, where they do the half black and white, the half color, they do all of that. They, like, right now in the thumbnail, she's black and white, and then it's so cool. So Tony Storm, I think that, I think she's been a good champion, but I don't know if she's going to win this match. And this is the one match I'm kind of like wishy-washy, and I'm kind of not as confident as I am in the other matches. So I'm going to just stick with Tony because she's the champion. But I would not be shocked if they pull the trigger and give the title to Deonna. And then we see the confetti, and then it's a party for Purrazzo at WrestleMania. At Revolution. I said WrestleMania. Oops. But now it's time. It's the co-main event most likely. And it is a triple threat match for the AEW World Championship. It is Hangman Adam Page. He's no longer injured. We got Swerve Strickland. And we got ex-commentator. He's not wearing a poncho at Revolution because he is the AEW World Champion. It's Samoa Joe for the AEW World Champion. Hangman, Joe, and Swerve.
Oh, gosh.
What's your excitement level for this one? Why are you saying, oh, gosh?
You mentioned the poncho thing.
You didn't hear?
Is, bro, if AEW could stop.
Did you not hear what Swerve said?
I heard it. But here's the thing. If AEW could stop mentioning the E and just focus on their self, it would be so much better. This match right here is going to be just as good as the Sting match, I would say. I give a shout out to my boys on the commission, Brian B. and Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast.
Hey, our guy. Go check them out, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Brian has been adamant, and Dre at the same time. They have been adamant, and they are all on deck for the Swerve train.
Swerve train.
I'm about to hurt their feelings. Swerve ain't winning.
Nah.
Hangman Page is going to take the pin, but I think it's going to be a build between Samoa Joe and Swerve.
So you're taking Joe to win.
I'm taking Joe. This is his first title defense. It would not make any sense for him to lose this early.
See, it wouldn't. But I agree with Eric, and he asked one question: whose house? It's Swerve's house. So I think Swerve might pull it off. But yeah, honestly, I think either way, Hangman's going to take the pin, and that's the only reason why he's in this match, is to help whoever take the pinfall.
Mustache guy.
Yeah, another mustache. We got a mustache, man. So I'm going to say Swerve because I think we could possibly see a lot of title changes. So I'll say Swerve, but I agree with you on the Hangman part where he's either going to get pinned by Joe or Swerve.
He's the decoy.
He's the guy. Just take that pinfall.
Here's your sign, bro. You going in there? You either taking the sleeper, or you gonna take a finisher? Which one you want?
Which one? Right? Literally, which one you want?
15 minutes.
Man, that's my thing. Is like we've previewed 11 matches now, and I have no idea how long these matches are going to go, and I feel like we're going to be here until 1 a.m. on Sunday. And I don't want to be like that, bro. I'm trying to get some sleep. We got a big week next week, man. There's a lot going down. So, I don't know. But this hopefully will be one of the good matches.
It's on a Sunday. I thought it was today.
No, it's no. It should have been. I wish they would. The days that they don't have the WWE pay-per-views on Saturdays, I wish they would just put them on Saturday. It would just be so much easier. But no, we got to go back to how it was back in the day where it's Sunday pay-per-views, all that fun stuff.
Kids go to bed.
Man, kids don't understand the pain that we had. We had the pain where we had to go to bed and get up for school, man. And, it's a bad time. But when it is 1 a.m. here in Chicago, after 11 matches, maybe 13 or 14 matches if he adds more tonight on Collision, we will be keeping our eyes wide open trying to finally watch one last hurrah, one last fly from the rafters. Who knows if he comes out as a crow? Who knows if he comes out with blonde hair? But all we do know is this is his last match. It is Sting's last match, and it is a Tornado Tag Team match for the AEW World Titles, as it's the EVPs of AEW, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Eric, I said that for you. As they take on AEW Tag Team Champions, it's Darby Allin and Sting, as Sting has one last match. He's not Christian Cage. He's not Christian Cage. It's not one more match. It's his last match. Sting, it's time to say goodbye. So, Warren, how long have you been watching Sting for?
Oof.
Do you remember Blonde Sting?
Oh, definitely.
He said definitely.
Me getting into wrestling, I've watched, from the 70s and stuff. I mean, we've talked about it with you now doing the watch-alongs. You're seeing what I've said when I critique matches and how different the movesets and everything have been. Sting has always been one of these guys that you've had to watch for ring ability, for the crowd awareness, and more importantly, the psychology of how a format of a match should go. This guy has been the heart and soul of a company that gave WWE the biggest run of their life. I wish we would have gotten to witness The Undertaker versus Sting. One of Sting's greatest matches on the eve. People could get mad about it, whatever. The match with him and Triple H, I thought, delivered amazingly.
Were you at that one? No, you were at 33.
No, I was at 33. I wasn't at 30. I was actually at work on 31 that night of it. And people text me, hey, man, your boy's there. Of course he did.
He said your boy. He said your boy. I mean, I definitely think the match could have been better, but I just recently rewatched it, and it wasn't as bad as people.
WWE, man, you couldn't go wrong with it. The DX, the NWO nostalgia with it.
Well, that was the thing. It's it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't like the greatest of all time, but it wasn't a horrible match.
It was a WrestleMania type of match. I would say the only reason why we're saying it wasn't as good is just because the finish.
Yeah. I mean,
think
that's
where a lot of fans just go, Triple H put himself over. I don't see it that way. I think it was just the fact that they weren't going to put WCW over.
well, yeah, it's literally that was literally. So how do you think this tornado tag team match goes? Do you think we see any people things past? Do we see Ric Flair come out? Do we see NWO come out again? I mean, do we see somebody from NWO come out if they're not under contract? I don't know if all of them are still under contract. I know they asked Kevin Nash, but he can't because he's still under contract. So do you think we see anybody like that maybe we're not expecting to come out and help or do something? I don't know. What do you think?
That's actually a really good question.
I hope so. I try.
I think we might see Lex Luger.
Man, the Lex Express. We get to play with him in 2K this year. Hell yeah.
Well, even though Lex Luger is not like anything like he used to.
I know.
But I think seeing him would just bring that memory. Obviously, you're going to see Flair in it. Flair is going to be 197 probably.
By the time he runs down there, it'll be 197.
Christmas is going to be 2 years in advance by the time he gets to the ring. Not discrediting Ric Flair. I'm happy that he's happy. I mean, he doesn't need to be doing it, but hey.
Who would have thought a year ago that Andrade would be the one to go to AEW or back to WWE and Ric Flair would be in AEW?
Oh, that's because, bro, he got the Charlotte power.
No,
Charlotte ain't playing with that.
No, I know. It's just it's so funny how like it just.
He's married to Charlotte. All right. He's a winner out of all of us. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's true. You're not wrong there. Stop. Who do you think is going to win this match? And how long do you think this match is? Do you think this is kind of like do you think they make this like a long, like 30, 40-minute match, or is this like a 10, 12-minute match at the end of the show?
It just depends on what they're going to do with Sting, which Sting you're, like you just said, which Sting are you going to get?
I think he should do something with, like, maybe he could talk to Matt Hardy. Maybe you know what he should do is talk to Matt Hardy and get the Lake of Reincarnation, put some water in like a pool, and he could like reincarnate, like come out of the pool as like Crow Sting, come out of the pool like something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. If it's done right. If it's done right, I agree with that. I think that'd be so cool, especially if they do a long match, because then that could be a way for Sting to do something.
It gives them a breather and stuff too.
Yeah, without having to like hurt himself.
Or I think the tornado tag thing.
You know what I mean?
The biggest thing about the tornado tag is I think you're going to get all the personalities of Sting. Sting's going to run in and out somewhere after he gets beat down or something. Then he's going to come out as the beginning Sting, the superhero Sting, the Crow Sting, the Wolfpack Sting.
Oh man, if he comes out in that red attire, oh my god, that would be.
It would be unique how they're gonna do it. I think he'll have to wear a mask for one of the gimmicks. Probably the black and white Sting. He could probably wear like a mask.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, he wouldn't be able to do it's like not like a fashion show, but I mean, I'm sure there's a way they could do it, or like even if they did something in like the vignette, like for his entrance or something.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Is it's gonna look stupid in the crowd version, but on a TV aspect, it'll look amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that was the same thing we thought at WrestleMania 33 with the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton match. How everybody thought it was really cool to see the worms on top of the ring. It didn't look like worms for my vision. Okay.
I just rewatched that one too. I was just like, oh my god! It literally took me 4 days to rewatch WrestleMania 33. It was so long. I kept falling asleep. Oh my god!
There's 2 nights, and I'm fully on board for 2 nights because of that day.
Oh my god! I was trying to find you again. I'm like, where's Warren? I'm like, I know.
I'm in that bud zone with like 90 other people on that one corner.
He said with that one corner.
But I think the thing with Sting, it's just going to be a memorable night because usually when a wrestler, it's farewell time, Sting could still go for a certain pace at the time for him to do the stuff that he's done. I mean, he's jumped off of rafters, jumped through a table, all these different things. So I think this is where we're going to be like, this is going to be an awesome. This is not going to be a dry-eyed match. I'll tell you that off the rip. I never thought I would speak very high of a Young Bucks match. Damn. Believe it or not, even though I see where it is, why not have Sting and Darby win? Why not have them win and Sting forever solidify as the forever AEW tag champ?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that would solidify everything for Sting. Even though believability is always when your time is up, your obligation is to drop the title to the next competitors.
Your time is up, and my time is now.
So I mean,
you know,
I'm gonna say it just as a fan perspective. I think Sting's gonna win, just because I don't like the Young Bucks.
No,
Never been.
You're not a young buck. You're not a young buck guy.
I even told their number one fan before I don't really care for them. So it is what it is.
Who's their number one fan? Do we know their number one fan? Oh, yeah, that's right, true. Man, I need to get one of those, and every time I'm just gonna pull it out every time I got something to say.
Shout out to him, man. He sent it to my daughter, so that was pretty cool.
Hey, there, man. Cody Rhodes does some great things for the kids out there. It's a beautiful thing. So
he actually paid a visit to my son too, so that was actually pretty cool.
That's cool. Hey, there you go. Now you're friends with Cody Rhodes. What's up?
I don't know about all that, but
Warren's going to be in the 2025 Royal Rumble match. I bet. So you're taking Sting and Darby to win?
I'm taking Sting. I don't really care for the Darby standpoint, but
okay.
I think it would be cool to see Sting win it because obviously just the whole nostalgia. We know the Young Bucks puts everything together for the tag team division, and I think it will just be a pretty sour taste to have the Young Bucks beat Sting on his last night.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So I am praying and I'm hoping that they listen to us, and I pray that they have Sting win because I think it's going to be a great match. I don't know if it will be very long. I think maybe at most maybe 20 minutes, but I do believe it will main event. I think we'll get a little of something of old Sting. We'll get a little something of part of it. I think maybe they'll do maybe like
a jet ski. I want to see him come in with RoboCop.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Well, I don't know. We just have to find out, but it should be interesting. But I am going to take Sting and Darby Allin to walk out as still your AEW Tag Team Champions. And Sting walks out. He's got the confetti, and we have one last celebration for the Stinger on Sunday night, and we celebrate him at AEW Revolution, and then we get ready for WrestleMania and like that. So that is the AEW Revolution preview show, guys. We went through all 12 matches. We got, obviously, I said there'll probably be a couple more added as the day goes on. And before I stop here, before we go, and before we get back to the chat, yeah, there is 11 matches, not 12. I'm sorry, 11 matches. So we
57 matches.
57, you know. So let me know what you guys are feeling in the chat if you guys got any more questions. But let's get back to that chat. Let's see what everybody's saying. And then after that, we're going to say goodbye, and then I'll see everybody tomorrow night for this exact same pay-per-view. But Eric says, I think we add Ruby and Cool Hands versus no. We don't need no more matches.
No more matches.
If Chris does betray Willow, does Stokely come with her? I think he would, yes. That's what I said when we were talking about that match. I think Stokely's very important to watch in this.
I agree with you, Chris.
Haley and Cody need to finish their stories. Big facts. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Nick Wayne's mom.
I want to see a remix of that song and that be Nick Wayne's entrance song. But it'd be Christian's song coming out.
Chris, he says Danny Garcia wins. Christian is a great heel. What's up, Castle? Daniel Garcia in the house. What's up? We got Daniel Garcia himself.
Damn, he's picking Christian to beat him?
I guess so. Garcia wins. Cage gets moved up to the main roster scene.
We only wish, and I doubt it.
Yeah, that probably
It's too late, bro.
Yeah, sadly.
I agree with that part.
Yes, I agree with he'll be a champion before the end of the year, I think.
Will Ospreay is getting pushed to the moon.
I feel like this has to be Garcia's time. Why does it have to be Garcia's time? That's the question. Eddie Kingston wins. We got no pirate Daniel Bryan. No, we don't. Bryan Danielson. Eddie gets screwed by a debuting Brie Bella. Man, you mean you got to make sure Brie Garcia is not Brie Bella no more.
Yeah, you can't say Bella. Her trademark name is gone.
Deonna Purrazzo. I would love to see Deonna win. I think it'd be great. I have Storm. I feel like one of two people will beat her. Jamie Hayter or something tells me that eventually is who?
Is that Mariah?
Mariah May? Yeah, maybe Mariah May snap. But I do believe if Mercedes does make her way to AEW like officially, I think she'll be a champion by like
you know that girl ain't coming to no other company. I mean, look at it. How quick was it she won a title in New Japan?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whose house? It's Swerve's house. I'm done. I got Joe Swerve will be the world champion soon, but not Sunday night.
They're just going to get a negative reaction, and I think that's what it needs to be for the crowd.
I mean, I think you also
involved and get Swerve that big moment.
I'm also curious. Do you think that we see MJF return at some point? We haven't seen him in a while.
It's about that time. I think after. Oh man. So I think this is a sticky situation too, because this was kind of like where Sammy and Cody were. If Cody comes back and he had no hesitation to go against Roman, that worked, but you had Sami Zayn running hot and heavy. I think that's the issue they're running with now with AEW with Swerve. Swerve has now grown so high from the crowd based off his entrance, whatever. It's not just the entrance anymore. People are behind Swerve.
Yeah.
So, and no offense, that is making a particular audience watch AEW to see this historical moment.
Oh, exactly. And you got to think how many people
champion be crowned that scenario.
Well, that's the thing, and like, how many people you think maybe like older might just tune into this pay-per-view just to watch Sting,
just to watch Swerve,
or yeah.
I'm not putting Brian under the bus, but Brian doesn't really care about AEW. But he said the one thing that caught his attention to watch it is Swerve.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing. I mean, man, we knew Swerve had it in him. It was just more or less that Vince kind of messed it up and didn't want to.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think it was just Vince's mess up because Swerve didn't have enough time on the main roster for him to mess up.
Well,
I think the thing was the fact is Swerve did not want to be in a faction. And I think that's where we're getting into this whole thing now. Is he's not necessarily in a faction, he's just an attraction because of the guy that dances with him. That's what he's known for, but they pop for him in his moves. Swerve is doing the exact thing I wish any heel would do. Not just mouth off to the fans, whatever. Walk straight down there and let your ring performance tell the story if you're a bad guy or a good guy. And I think that's what's working for Swerve right now. He's bringing that old school, gory, I'll punch you in the mouth type attitude, and it works. And while his guy is dancing and goofing around, whatever, you see Swerve not break any type of character going down the ramp. He is serious going down there. It's like watching a UFC build-up. Like you see somebody that's dancing, getting them hyped, performing, getting them all ready, and that fighter's just in a focus mode going straight down the ramp. Like that builds something and makes you feel for him going, damn, I feel bad for his opponent. Like he's just quiet, but he lets everything out in the ring. And I think that's what stands Swerve out compared to anybody. And I feel like that's why so many people are getting behind Swerve is because his in-ring ability is telling the story where the fans can follow what's going on in that ring.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it's very rare you see that in a wrestling, in wrestling, period.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
It's probably the nicest thing I've said about AEW in a year.
He said in a year. Chris says Sting and Darby Allin wins. Sting retires as champion.
Yep.
April 7th.
That would be a cool. I think that'd be a cool moment.
Oh, goodness. Hey, bro, I don't know if that was PG.
If they do let Sting and Darby win, do you think they vacate the title or does Darby get a new partner?
That's a good question. I was going to ask you that. What do you think they do if Sting does win?
I think this might sound weird. This might sound different in a way. This could be the way you bring MJF back.
As a world champion with Darby? Are him and Darby friends?
No, but him and Darby got put on the map due to MJF. MJF's ring ability got put on the map due to the match with Darby.
Gosh.
Storytelling wise, those two, I mean, you see MJF a lot of times always shot a promo off of Darby. That could be something. And obviously you want to put MJF in a big moniker standpoint. That's a good way to get him back. Because like we just said, if MJF comes back, does that kill the credibility for Swerve?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
because it's like, is there too many stars?
You get that two pieces standpoint. Like I said, that's the perfect scenario when I say the Sami Zayn Cody Rhodes thing. What happened to Sami at WrestleMania? What did he do? He got his moment, he main evented and won the tag title. It didn't destroy the other person's standpoint because guess what? He lost the match. So instead of MJF coming back to lose the title, to lose the match to Joe, because obviously Swerve is the main guy right now, you keep Swerve in that title picture. You put MJF back in the spot to get him in the run. Him and Darby can start going against you, Undisputed Kingdom, I guess that's what they are, and have a feud that way. And he has an ally for somebody that's literally a human pinball.
I mean, honestly, he really is. Just like me, I'm a big Chris. We know you're number one of the Bailey fan club.
Are you a Dakota number?
Oh my god, I'm dead. What's up, Cool Gamer? We got Cool Gamer in the house. What's up? I used to. Oh my god. Now you guys are fighting about who is fans of who. We're all fans of everybody.
The biggest thing is I want people to learn this too. Is
he said like, but
stay true to your opinion. This is something I want every wrestling fan, and I just want anyone to say.
PSA, guys.
Something
to say.
If you believe something, man, stick to it. Don't change it because somebody doesn't agree to it. Stick to what you believe. That is what the purpose of an opinion is.
That is.
I really want people to really think that. I am the American Prodigy, so it'd be kind of a hypocrite for me to
what?
The American Nightmare.
Wait, what? Wait, who are you?
I'm fully on the ones of the bloodline. Like, it's something. Stick to your opinion, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got. People don't do that. They should do it way more than they absolutely should. And the last comment we have is I feel like Darby and MJF are like Batman and the Joker. They don't like each other, but they know they need each other.
Exactly. I think that would be a cool way to bring. If they're bringing MJF back as a babyface, that's what they're going to look at doing. You could play like that role, like how Sheamus and Cesaro were. They agreed, but they didn't agree type scenario, but they are a powerhouse together.
Exactly. And that is exactly where we will end today's show.
Title back. So there you go.
Exactly. So, Warren, I want to thank you so much, bro, coming and hanging out for this hour, taking the time out of your busy American Prodigy schedule and making some time for us all little people here on Tino's Time. So, Warren, let everybody know what you got coming up, what you got going down, what matches, all that good stuff, where they go find the commission talk and everything you got going down in this crazy world.
Oh yeah, I love how you mentioned that. So we got commission talks on Wednesday.
Wait, what did I mention?
I said I like that. You mentioned the busy schedule.
You're a busy guy.
I kind of am, I guess. So we got commission talks on Wednesday. We got my boy Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast. If you didn't go watch commission talks last week, it was on the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Big shout out to Brian for taking the role of being in commission. It's just brought a whole different vibe than what we've had before. Also want to give a shout out to Blackheart for the stuff that we have done with him, stuff that
I haven't had Blackheart on the show in forever.
Every single every single episode that me and Blackheart have been on, I think we've been over 100 views just because I think me and him are Kobe and Shaq for some reason.
Said Kobe and Shaq. You guys hear that?
Check out Buzzing with Marlo. We had an episode with Devin Stevens from the Bloodline Entertainment Network, the self-proclaimed tribal chief, and
Self-proclaimed.
Mr. Red, White, and Blue.
Let's go.
If you
Acknowledge.
know, that's definitely an interesting concept. You know, we also got these cute little things on the stores.
Send me a sticker.
I got you. I might even send you a picture. You guys send me the address and I'll hit you up. We got a lot of things going on.
Signature.
Audio wise, we were number 2 on Good Pods for a pro wrestling podcast. So that was insane to see. We beat Jim Cornette, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Dang, you beat Cornette.
Bruce Pritchard, all these guys. We had over 297,000 downloads off of Good Pods last month. So that is unspeakable. I've never heard of that in my life. But yeah, man, catch us out there if you're in the Georgia, Florida, and in May, I'm going to be traveling to Seattle and almost close to where you are, Tino. I'll be doing 2 shows out that way as well. So
where at? Which towns?
We're gonna be busy.
What towns? Am I close to those towns?
What part of Chicago are you in?
Like south suburbs.
How far are you from? Where is it?
If you tell me the town, I might know. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm trying to remember right now. I gotta ask my promoter to send it to me again.
All right, well, yeah, send it to me. Let me know. I might live close to where it is, and I don't mind driving.
I'm only like an hour away from the Cubs stadium. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to. If you like.
How far are you from the Cubs stadium?
Probably like half hour.
Half hour? Okay.
So
it's a small town. I gotta remember what the name.
All right. Well, yeah. Tell me the town, and I'll see how far it is exactly.
But yeah, man. Buzzing with Marlo. We're hot and heavy. Hot and
heavy.
Back on the Philly. So yeah, man. It's been a pretty good ride so far. And we about to finish the story all night too, baby.
Are we? I
said it. I said it, bro. I'm more confident than ever.
Don't get too confident now. We know what happens when you get confident.
Finally, and to finish the story. What's that? What's that, buddy? What's that?
Sting's finishing.
You said that's the bottom line.
Cody's gonna finish the story in less than 30 days or less than 40 days at WrestleMania. So, guys, that's all we got here today for you. Warren, thank you for coming and hanging out. You guys know where to go and find me, Tino's Tom, the Southside Boys, all that good stuff. Go follow the social medias below. Go get yourself some merchandise. Go get and leave some super chats. Be like April and Daniel and all the members that are members and then leave super chats here. We appreciate you. Tonight's MVP and today's MVP is the one that left the super chat. It's Miss April. Thank you for the super sticker of $4.99. Those are very appreciated and do help the channel here to make it grow and get better content, production, and all that good stuff. So thank you guys all so much. Go hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that like button on this episode. Subscribe on the road to 1,800 and 2K. And lastly, guys, turn that notification button on so you know when we go live for this exact pay-per-view tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Guys, we'll be here to watch Sting's last match and all other 13 other matches that will be on the show. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to go sit outside and have a good time. So you guys go do the same, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 6:30 for AEW Revolution.
Yes, sir.